Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm gonna be brutally honest with you guys. Everyone wants to have a better life. Maybe you want an expensive car, you want to have a nice watch, you want to have a big house, or you want to have a big family. It depends on the people. But everyone wants to have a better life. And if you are not, just pause the video and you can leave my video. And today, I'm talking to you who wants to change your life. Everyone has a dream. And you think that you want to have a better life. But for me, I got a big dream when I was in college. That was like, I can travel anywhere, anytime. So I go to the United States next month. And after the month, I go to Europe. And after the month, I go to South Asian countries. And I carry my suitcase around the airport, first class direct flight. I can work anywhere, anytime. So I wanted to take control of my life. That's what I was dreaming of. And let me tell you, why did I get this dream? So when I was 20 years old, so growing up, my life was all about baseball. I started playing baseball when I was a third grade student in elementary school, and I did that until 20 years old when I was in college. So it's a long time, right? I was really into baseball until high school, but after that, I just kept playing baseball, but I had no dream. I just went to the class in college and worked for part-time, and I just got back home and just hang out with my friends. I mean, it's a shitty life. You have no desire, no dream, just spending your time with your friends and like with nothing. But when I was 20 years old, it was like second year of college. I had an opportunity to go to America, and I homestayed there for 2 months, just 2 months, during the summer break. And then that homestaying thing changed my life. 100%. What I was surprised at US was like, it sounds very freedom. If I just walking around the beach, people are running wearing no shirt, or like, and just 60-year-old man playing a trumpet at the beach. People are watching him, but it no judge. They were enjoying it. And when I see that scene, I felt like I had never had that feeling before, because it never happens in Japan. If there are that type of people in Japan, people look at you. People consider you a weird person, right? But in America, everyone is different. And everyone wants to do what they want to do. That's a huge difference. And I was surprised at how different the world is compared to Japan. And I also realized that how unique and how special Japan is. I can tell you right now, but Japan is one of the most different country compared to other countries. It's like it's so different. People are different, culture is different, food is different. It's like a different world. But since then, I came to be interested in other countries' culture. That makes me want to experience other culture in other countries, and I wanted to go abroad. But at the time, I was like 20 years old. Like I had only 2 years until I work at a Japanese company, so I didn't really have time. But at the same time, I strongly thought that I want to go abroad. I want to go visit a lot of countries. That's what I wanted in my life, throughout my life. That was my dream. So I seriously started studying English, and I was kind of seeking the opportunity to go abroad again. So I got into a Kokan Ryugak program to Australia. So there are only 3 people selected as Kokan Ryugaksei. I was selected. I was chosen as a Kokan Ryugaksei. I was really glad that I could make it. After that, I got into a Japanese company which had a chance to work in abroad. So I was really glad that I got into it. But until then, I was betting all my life into that dream, and my life was going great. Yeah, it was great. But as soon as I started working at the company, I saw the reality. I wanted to work at the branch in Tokyo. I submitted a request. At the job interview, they told me to work in Tokyo. So I was really happy about that. But after I got into the company, they put me in the different prefecture and started working. Obviously, that's not what I wanted, you know? I was new and I was the youngest, so I had to do all the things that I don't have to do. It's like I was doing chores, you know? And that's a typical Japanese young men or young workers doing that kind of stuff, right? And sometimes I work on weekends because of the customers, and sometimes our department boss or manager came to our prefecture. We have to go out for drinks and we have to keep drinking until 4 a.m. My life was kind of like that. Like it's typical like 営業職, like 日本の営業職. But on one day, when I woke up on Sunday in the morning, I really thought about my life. Do I keep doing this until I die? When I think about that, I was really terrified about my life. If I look at the 40 years coworker, I can even see myself in the next 20 years. And that's not what I wanted. That's not something that I was really seeking for my life. Oh my God, my life is gonna be like this in the next 30 years. I was so disappointed. They're talking shit about their work and clients and coworkers, and salary doesn't increase. We work overtime almost every day until like 9 p.m. or like, and the most disappointing thing was I realized that from 40 years old, they get a chance to go abroad. Until 40 years old, like I had no chance to go abroad. I had no chance to get an opportunity to go to work in foreign countries. I was so disappointed. I was like lost. Every day when I woke up, I couldn't move. So I was just, staying in the bed for like 10 minutes, even though I'm fully awake. And then before I go to work, I puked. Looking back, that was very tough. And I will never want to go back to that life again. And one day, I was deeply thinking about my life. And by the time I got into the company, I was living my life with hope. I focused on studying English and I got chosen as Kokan Ryugakusei. I had a great time in there and I got into the company that I could fully bet in, but it ended up a bad life. And that's not what I wanted. So I made a decision to quit my job. So after that, I started working as a video editor or English teacher or English translation. Now I'm in Busan, Korea, and this is my 7th day, and I've been spending a great time here. I booked a flight 3 days before the first day, so I finally got the life that I was dreaming of. Now I can work anywhere, anytime, with anybody that I like. The life that I wanted when I was 20 years old, it's getting real. I'm still on my way. I'm not fully satisfied, but I'm making progress. I'm moving forward every day. But when I look back, the reason why I got this life is because I speak English. This sounds very interesting, but if I don't speak English, I didn't quit my job. I think I keep complaining about my company and my coworkers and my clients because I didn't have skill to live by myself. And basically, I didn't really have the idea of quitting jobs. In Japan, there's an idea of gaman, right? We all have like gaman's idea growing up. This is a very good example. You work at the company and your friends and Japanese people say you have to work at least 3 hours at the company, right? Otherwise, you don't get skill, you don't get educated, you don't get fully skilled. Yeah. But at the bottom of your heart, you don't want to do that. You don't want to work at the company. This is very interesting because when I told my friends about this, my friends said, why don't you quit your job? Why are you keep doing that? Why are you doing what you don't want to do? And your life is yours. That's what my friend said. And there's no such an idea of gaman in abroad. I was very surprised, but I was in touch with my friends in abroad while I was working at the Japanese company because I didn't want to shrink my ideas and my possibilities. Because if you work at the Japanese company, it's like you're surrounded by fully Japanese people. And if you are just talking with the specific type of people for a long time, your idea and your mind is going to be just one way. So that's what I wanted to avoid. So I was just in touch with my friends in abroad. So the reason why I could quit my job is because of my friends. Like I could see myself from different type of perspective. And I could do that because I could speak English. I have many close friends in a lot of countries. And when I made a decision to quit my job, I had English. I had a lot of choices that what I'm going to do. I can be an English teacher, I can be a translator, or I can work for other companies in abroad. And the most important thing, and what I want to tell you is that English gives you opportunities and your life is once. And I can confidently say that as much as opportunities give you a better life, and English changed my life. And the idea of I can work anytime, anywhere, with anybody that I like. The reason why I got this idea is because I could speak English. Until 20 years old, I didn't have confidence. So I was very disappointed in myself. I was very worried about myself. Like I didn't really have skill. I have nothing that I was proud of myself. But as soon as I came to be able to speak English, I had a lot of advantages. So the company that I got for the first time, that was like high level company. Like I didn't go to good university. So on skill base, I was not definitely good enough to get into the company. But I got into the company because the interviewer said to me, like, you write on the resume that you can speak English. So can you introduce yourself in English? And I introduced myself in English. And then as soon as she listened to me, got into the company because the company was looking for someone who can speak English because they want to expand their business chances. I was like, wow, I just introduced myself in English and I spoke some English. That's it. I passed. I was like, wow, English have power. Even after I got into the company, my TOEIC score was good. So I got like 50,000 yen plus based on salary. So I can't believe that I have so much advantages. It's not because I want to show off myself in this video. It's because I want to tell you how much important speaking English is and how English can change your life. If you're a freelancer, you can get a job in English. If you're an engineer and you're struggling with the salary in Japan, you can go abroad and you can get so much more money as an engineer in abroad. Now yen is weak, but you can make money in dollars. They are my friends used to work at like international company in Japan, and she quit it, and she is now working for airlines in Middle East. It was like one of the best airlines in the world. Also, another of my friends is running a new company which is for foreign countries, because inbound is very popular right now, and they can do that kind of stuff, and they're expanding their life because they can speak English. How about you? You want to get a life that there's so many things that you want to do, and every day you wake up, you go to sleep with hope every single day. Would you want that life? I understand if I talk about this topic, I would get a lot of hate comments because it sounds like I'm bragging about my life, but it is what it is. Japanese people tend to hide money, financial, life. They don't talk about that. But I'm gonna be brutally honest with you guys. Everyone wants to have a better life, right? And if you're not, just leave my video, please. And you can just write the hate comments, like whatever, like about I have a thick skin. Like, I don't care. But I'm telling you, are struggling with your life, finding what you want to do or doing what you don't want to do right now, and you want to expand your possibilities and finding better version of you. Like, I'm telling you, never lose the desire and be delusional, and never give up, and eventually you're gonna get the life that you want. But even if I tell you how important the English is, I think you're struggling with studying English. You don't know how to study. You're not sure what you're doing right now to improve your English, or even if you do eikaiwa, your English don't improve, that kind of stuff. I think you are struggling with it. So now I'm holding a special event where you can find your ways from zero to be fluent. I'm gonna lay out for you to improve your English. If you feel like you're stuck, you can join the Benkyokai. You can join for free. So you can click the description in the below. So I'll send you the details. And thank you for watching my video. And if you're interested, just give me a like, please give me a comment and subscribe, please. I'll see you in the next video.